I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, it's Taylor. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Brady on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Yeah, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry.
From the 24, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. On third and long, it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Half. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Check. 36. Shit. Gun. Watch twins.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 56. Alert. Shit. Watch the shit. Hey.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, number 28,
Throwing is Allen on third. will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Brady. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Motion.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Now T.J. Yeldon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And some room to work. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed, Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Come on now, let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 24, Brady. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space and let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Brady now to throw, and that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Motion. Hey, 166.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it. Find
someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Singletary again. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
51 the mic, smooth. All day, just like that. Just like 56, 56. 56, 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run with Singletary. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Hey, Charlie!
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, home. Check. Fresno. Off 52. Hey, Delta.
Now Allen on third down. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
1 yard gain brings up.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. Now Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Williams loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Grip.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor.
Go.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 38, Bills 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I'm coming. Check. Lucky.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary.
Let's go. Come on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm trying to collect.
From the gun, it's Allen. Finds an opening past the 40. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, Echo. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And here's Allen throwing again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike, he's coming.
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Check the out. Monday. Mike 28. Exit.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Allen going to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Allen now on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Allen now looks to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 5 wide.
They run here with Singletary. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved it.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's another loss as they now themselves at home. Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.